How are we? How are we doing? I am playing Strange Tales of Longchun. Hey, Sacrifice. I've been waiting. I was really worried Con Crunch was going to get in the way, but we've made it. Okay, honest. Bleh, honest. Okay. Yay! Right? I like. Oh, yeah. Oh, so hi, Freya. Hi, Al. How are we? Oh, why am I stuck with a month? On August 7th, 2004, Should I just start stream again? Police received a report of a brutal murder on Yuanhua One Road. Investigators determined that the deceased, surnamed Xue, but give me a minute. Never mind. I opened the petroleum jelly and there's a giant hole in it, like a worm's been in there. I appreciate it. I can't seem to speak English at the moment, which is also very worrying for how this will go. That's just... Investigators determined that the deceased, surnamed Xue, was the fourth victim in serial murders in Longchun since June 28. Yeah, it's Thursday. Listen, there's too much going on today. There's just too much. This case has drawn attention from many quarters, and the police have already requested support from the central government. Citizens are reminded to exercise caution while travelling in the near future. We now go live to our reporter on the scene, Wang Lu, for her latest update. Ah, fuck. When you're ready, click dark shortcut with the post. But I could go on Blue Sky instead. Yeah. No photos. Checking our lovely. Wow. Ah, okay. Oh. Okay. Yep. Okay. Login continues to... Okay. Learning. Okay, yay! I wasn't planning to tell anyone else about this at first, but it keeps bothering me and I don't know where to go for advice, so I'm posting here. I hope this forum will have some suggestions for me. This all do you mind? This all probably goes back to 1.5 months ago when I first started working at that cafe. But it's getting late and starting 1.5 months ago might take too long, so I'll jump to 1 week ago. I'll try to keep things short. If anyone wants, I'll do another summary of what happened before. And keeping a form tradition, I'll start from the beginning. But no, you're not. You're starting from 1 week ago. I go to university here and I'm in my third year. Since I have nothing to do over the summer break, I found a place to work. It's a cafe. The decor is very trendy and the boss is really nice. The pay is good and there aren't that many customers, so I basically just have to wash a few cups and sweep the floors every day. I have a friend who's pretty into spiritual stuff. I don't know exactly what she believes in. Whenever we pass by a Taoist or Buddhist temple, she always goes in to pray and she loves telling people's fortunes. They're actually pretty accurate. Before I started working here, she told me not to do it.
She said this street was haunted. I didn't believe her. There are so many shops on this street, and they're all doing well. How could it be haunted? But now I'm thinking, maybe I really should have listened to her. Before I started working here, I never drunk coffee. The shop opens at 8 AM every day and closes at 6 PM. The staff have to come in an hour early to clean up and prepare for opening. There's a whole row of small shops on the street, like fast food places and hair and nail salons, and the upper floors are used for apartments. And the estate is in the back, and we all come in through the residential buildings. Just 1 week before this post, a suitcase showed up on the path to work. I remember it very clearly. A regular suitcase, 22 inches, pretty clean, and with a sticker on it saying "Hand of Care" or something. And since there are so many shops around here, I figured it must belong to one of the shop owners, and I shouldn't move it. So I left it sitting out there, and no one else took it either. But 3 days ago, I decided that something was off and called the police. Ever since the suitcase appeared, I've been noticing a strange smell in the area, and on the 13th, I finally confirmed that it was coming from inside the suitcase. And the sun's been so strong these days with zero rain, but there was a small wet puddle under the suitcase, like the liquid must have leaked out from inside. I'm studying forensics. I've never been to a crime scene, but I know what a rotting corpse smells like. I got really scared, and what with that one case making waves recently? I had to call the cops right away. The ones who showed up weren't detectives. They said it was probably someone's dead pet inside the suitcase, and then as soon as it was open, we all started gagging and throwing up. It was on the news yesterday morning. I'm sure you all saw it. The suitcase was full of the 4 victims' organs. The creepiest part is that when I asked around, the shop workers all said they'd never seen the suitcase before. They only found out about it after the police came. It still seems really weird to me. That suitcase was stinking for days. Restaurants all around and everybody walking to work along this route. Why didn't anyone do anything about it? I just can't make sense of it. Since the police didn't say it was classified, I'm posting here on After Dark. I'd love to hear what you all think. Someone's replied to your post. Once you're done browsing, you can click post and upload a photo to reply. If you change your mind after making a choice, you can re-upload the same photo and make a different choice. Okay. So Tangled Webs managed account? Okay. Right, we'll look here first. Yo, OP, aren't you supposed to be studying forensics? If you believe in this supernatural stuff, you're gonna stare yourself to death during autopsy training. I bet the other workers just want you to avoid any trouble, so they told you they didn't see anything. You're getting too hung up on this BS. Delicious treats! On the middle of the street! Discussion, some thoughts on the... yeah. I'm not going to be able to do these in any sense of time on stream, huh? Thank you Freya. Julong. I feel bad though. I feel bad. Holds up the entire game. This recent case is truly so bizarre. But bad name to do with the next case, with the suitcase we found, huh? Here's a recap for those who haven't been following the news closely. On June 28th, the first victim in the Julong River case was discovered. The corpse was dumped by the river, completely naked and disemboweled. Apparently all its blood had been drained out. Our 2 victims turned up later. All the bodies have now been identified. The first was an old man in his 50s, a proper Taoist priest. They only found out who he was a few days ago. The second was one of those roadside fortune tellers. Lots of people knew him. He had a big mole on his nose, and and was squinty-eyed, so they got him right away. The third was Feng Shui Master. Apparently, the family filed a missing persons report and identified the body. Noticed it yet? Everyone who died is in this line of work. And they all died the same way even. Their stomachs were cut open and they were dumped by the river. You can see how quite a few patrols are out along the riverbank these days, and a third body turned up despite all that. I have a rather bold theory to propose. The culprit might be a cultivator who's turned to evil. They cut out these people's Nedan, thank you. Sorry, I had to sneeze at the same time. To use as elixirs in their own cultivation. As for the bloodletting, they probably fed these cultivators blood in essence to their little demons. Then they dumped the corpses next to the river where the evil spirits of the Julong River could keep them suppressed. Never to rise again. In my youth, I was just an ordinary country kid, but an accident opened my third eye, and I've seen countless strange things since then. If anyone is curious, I'd be happy to tell you all about it. Okay, OP, you ripped the first half from the news, but where's the second half from? The storytime form? I'm not gonna lie, the first half of OP's analysis kinda makes sense. What? Don't send feet, damn, alright. I'm sorry you've had a terrible time on your king. What evil spirits in Julong River? A load of BS. TLDR, this is dumb. Yeah, means inner and down means alchemy. Not to be confused with egg. Do not put egg in there. But Freya! Egg. What was the word we learned? How many times does chat have to teach me the same word? That's a huge stretch. The cops just aren't doing their job. Whoa, watch what you say. All humans are fallible, but still, managing to dump a corpse totally undetected under such tight security. This murderer has to be a pretty high IQ criminal. I mean, it's a stretch, but if the culprit is this hard to nail down, maybe it really is a ghost. If you ask me, maybe all the victims of these fortune teller frauds came back for revenge. Oh yeah, that's fine, we know about that one. Does anyone feel like we're getting a lot of bridge jumpers lately? See title, one of my relatives works at the police station near Julong Bridge, and he says there are more people jumping off these days. I live pretty close too, so I often pass by. Last night I saw one of them. He was holding a plastic bag and almost went over the side. Luckily I ran fast enough to stop him, but he was a really weird guy. He asked why I was holding on to him, and I felt awkward, so I was like, you should value your life, blah blah blah, and after we went back and forth for ages, he said he wasn't even trying to jump. He was just on his way back after shopping, and maybe didn't look where he was going. I got it wrong. The whole thing just felt so weird. What if the other bridge jumpers are like this too, like under a spell or something? Maybe. My friend saw someone jump off the bridge a while back. Like a zombie, they didn't seem to hear anything, they just fell. Wait, is this for realsies? I've got cops in my family too, you know. Haven't heard a thing. Brave, it's real. Go look at the newspaper. There's a report every other night. This sort of thing happens all the time. It's just a question of whether it makes it into the news. Can confirm it's true. I've heard the same thing from my relatives. Dragging the river's been locked up for too long. It's hungry. It craves flesh. When is After Dark going to get the story straight once and for all? Are there giants in the River or not? Pray, if I can tell you, Arniv, this is ancient After Dark lore. We have regular discussion threads. Never gets old. When I passed by the other day, I also had a feeling like someone was calling me from under the bridge.
OP, the guy you rescued said that because he was embarrassed. Just drop it. Brave times 2, maybe it was just a hallucination. A few decades ago, people still worship dragons. And there used to be many temples to the Dragon King around here. Unfortunately, they're all gone now. The old folks in my family say that even further back, they really did throw people in. Wait, what do you mean? Like human sacrifice? How far back was that? Brave, we need more details. The grandma next door also said they used to throw people into the river, but that was a nasty old custom. Wasn't there some tradition of making sacrifices to the river god? It's just another legend now, right? It's not. There really might be a dragon trapped in the Chulong River. It's not just me who's seen it. There are so many. There are so many thick chains wrapped around the pillars of Chulong Bridge. Have you ever wondered why? It's cause in this river of 9 dragons, there was once a dragon. Chulong Bridge was built later to keep the dragon trapped. And changed on the chains and the pillars are dragon snares. A, B, C, D, F. The other 8 dragons escaped, left this. Okay, this is 15 words, right? Brave, didn't you read the rules? Look more and stop padding word count. Anyway, hope his story sounds kind of familiar. Why do I feel like I've read it 3 times in Story Corner? There are no chains in the Geelong Bridge pillars. I drive by every day and I've never seen any. OP is trolling, case closed at number 4+1. What the fuck, bro? Can you at least post some real content? All this BS gossip day after day. At least other posts have pics to look at. It's people like you who are running after dark and who are running after dark into the ground. Then why is it called the Geelong River for 9 dragons, not Geelong River for 1? Can you use your brain before you post? Fucking these people can't count how many dragons. Let's be frank, when it comes to these matters, the ones in the know all know it. The ones who don't will never understand, and so there's no point explaining. Don't try to ask me about it. There's far too much at stake, and it won't do you any good to know. Just pretend you never heard about it. As for the rest, all I can say is that these are deep waters, and many important figures are swept up in the currents. It'll be difficult for you to uncover the details on your own, and the majority of them have been wiped from the internet. And so all I can say is, once again, the ones in the know all know. The ones who don't can't be helped. Brave, did you skip your meds? When did we can we kick Dr. No from this form? Like I said, it's all for your own good. You kids are so rash these days. Imagine dragons. Imagine more dragons we can chain to the bridge. Have you heard of the fate of fish, right? The fish, a creature of scales. When the cart leaps over the dragon gate, the god of thunder smites its tail, and thus does it become a dragon. But have you ever wondered what a mere unenlightened fish can how a mere unenlightened fish can become a dragon simply by crossing the dragon gate? In truth, the carp in the story is not a literal carp, but rather a reference to people appointed by fate. There are numerous paths of cultivation that lead to immortality, but certain people with special fates carve out their own path. They do not seek to become immortal, but to transform into dragons. Many people are fated to be fish, and most will go their entire life without attaining anything more. But among them lies a special destiny, the fate of koi. But those who bear the fate to quickly have exceptional luck and harbour lofty ambitions. If they can but find some way to soar over the dragon gate, they will transform instantly into a dragon. And there is yet another, the fate of the snake. Snakes, being related to dragons, can transform even more easily, but their own suspicious natures
damage their spirits, and their rampant passions wound their bodies. They seldom live long, of course. Should they transform into dragons, they can live for centuries. Those who transform into dragons are true dragons, and will last as long as earth and the heavens. Man, OP, was there a sale at the cliche store or what? How about you spend your energy thinking about what to eat today? OP, reading all that gave me a craving for boiled fish. This is supernatural form. OP, you too. This is supernatural form, not the story time form. It's not the cooking form. Okay, but that's just one restaurant in Yamasa Street with the red lantern. Their boiled fish is out of this world. I'll have some tomorrow. I feel bad for OP. I'll get this thread back on topic. If there are fish fates and snake fates, are there pig fates and cow fates too? My mum always says I eat like a pig. Lol. Brave, you're not helping either. me when I see Seiya. Me when I see Seiya, sorry. Why is this suddenly a highlighted post? Is this what the mods are into? Uh-oh, Brave Disney mods. So watch out for the ban hammer. Okay, save. Okay, what can we upload? Maybe they're I don't believe in this occult stuff. Here I am in the supernatural forms. I don't believe in the occult. It makes sense that they didn't want to tell the police, but surely they didn't have to lie to me too. I know them all pretty well. One of the workers next door is a real clean freak. She even shoos stray cats off chairs. Can't imagine her leaving the suitcase alone unless she didn't see it at all. I'm just out of my depth when dealing with this sort of spooky stuff. It's got nothing to do with whether or not I believe in the supernatural. It's not like I've offended anyone who does autopsies. By postage, you can continue browsing the forum. You can also click start and select sleep if you'd like to leave your computer. I don't think there's going to be any updates on anywhere else, so our account was created a year and 4 days ago. Noted. And forgotten. Oh! Aha! There is more form I can read! Oh! Never mind, we're not playing the rest of the game. Bad news, guys. Who's ready to get read? No! No! Okay, we can at least look at them, right? Right? I can't believe you do this to me. I can't believe they wouldn't let me. Okay, we'll go backwards then. Please help me. Want to break up with my girlfriend. Want to try a weird game. After visiting Black Market and Biohistory, Biopark, I've started seeing things, offering help with horoscopes. Join in if you would like. My friend took the last bus on Route 208 and was never seen again. The smile in the mirror looks different from mine. Skeptic debunks online urban legend live on stream. Oh boy! I got curious and asked my elders. Turns out Yishan Temple was... I will never know. Does anybody know the name of the temple on that hill in town? I hear something scratching at the floor upstairs, but nobody lives there. Cat, raccoon, many such cases. In the downtown hospital, sometimes the basement stairs have 14. Painted my nails. I know what that one is at least. Painted my nails red with a friend in a haunted house. Now I can't get it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know people were that turned off by red nails. Have you ever pictured yourself playing on a swing before you go to the park? Yes. I worked the night shift at a library. I always hear whispers in the reading. The day my aunt worked to death. I keep hearing someone knock on my door in the middle of the night. They promised to clip their nail. Yeah, that's it. Was not paint. Was not paint.
was not paint and people were seeing the warning signs. First time posting, recurring dream I've been having lately about my mum went away for work and came back different. Another suicide today in City Garden Plaza. Anyone seen Longchun nightly news? Another murder case on X estate. I'm seeing dead birds. So is seeing dead birds some kind of omen? Oh, little mushroom. Kinda on topic. Do you ever get hungry while scrolling after dark? Offer crew some things wrong with the meat buns downstairs are so good. Going without them for a day. Good luck, bestie. Good luck. Yesterday, while driving my taxi before dawn, I picked up someone. The old master temple everyone talks about. What's this? My dog keeps barking at the window. What's wrong, bird? It's almost the ghost festival and she's back for me again. Good luck. Personal experience, bizarre instance of early 2004, ongoing. True story, Spring Garden Estate really is haunted. Instead of having great mysteries of Longchun Middle School. Yay! Moving on company time, hell yeah! Strawberry baby! Spirit writing shouldn't be taken lightly. About the reason. That's the ones we've seen. Paid opportunity looking for a fortune. Yeah, not the time for that, bestie. Wait. No idea what no idea what this tablet is doing in my house. Like it says in the title, I have no idea why. It's a small spirit tablet. Where we've always had an altar at home. You can be a fortune telling master. You might get murdered. It's a small spirit tablet. We've always had an altar at home, but I just noticed this tiny black tablet showed up next to the Buddha statue. No clue how long it's been there. There's nothing written in it. It's just blank. I asked my family, but they didn't know about it. None of us put it there. We're all scared to death. Should we get a medium to sort it out? Please highlight this post. Picture it didn't happen on the count of 3. I know a grandmaster who does fortune telling. Feel free to get in touch. I sent a DM. Oh, it's some deity cozying up to your family. Must have taken a shine to you guys. Just wait, you're in for a windfall soon. Excuse me, can I? Homepage. Yeah, we read. Please use discretion when discussing real cases. Forum members, please be careful when discussing the recent Julong River case. This case is still under investigation. Please refrain from trivializing crimes. We believe that the murderer will soon be apprehended. Groundless speculation, slandering the victims, and any such behaviour would result in locked threads and account suspensions. Okay, worth keeping in mind. Right. All hail the mods! Agreed, this is supernatural form, not the rumour form. Hey. Everyone better watch what you say or you'll get bad karma. The spread is closed. Alright, that's enough. Who's posting? Please follow all spam, copy pasta, necro posting, flame wars, and so on are forbidden. Please see the post in the main forum. You can post a max of one top level topic in a day, 24-hour period. Longchun in After Dark is the supernatural board of Longchun forum. The board's refined atmosphere. If you want to visit science or debunk superstition, please go to the World of Science board on the main forum. Replies, please be friendly and civil. Keep your replies polite. Repeat spam, inflated word counts, and flame wars and necro posting are forbidden. Okay. To maintain the board's refined atmosphere, please refrain from posting or replying during the daytime. For the rules regarding gaining karma and redeeming user titles, please see the pinned post in the main forum. Recently, Longchun and After Dark is experiencing a boom in new visitors. Due to server limits, users under level 5, which we are above, are prohibited from posting top level topics. Okay, looks... Okay. I think we are ready to sleep. Eh? Oh. Okay, so they just randomly shift. It's not replies. Who knows if anyone can help me anyway. Never mind, at least I'll feel better after getting it all out. The computer screen slowly dims, and so do the words I hesitantly typed into the form post. Oh, this just happened today, but after shaking off my unease and sifting through events, it occurs to me that, apart from my initial burst of panic and fear, I have so many doubts. Even more than I noticed at first. I think back to what the police said. Isn't this case just like... A gurgling noise shatters the somber atmosphere. Come to think of it, between my job and giving evidence for the investigation, I haven't had a proper meal all day. I'll make some supper. I turn on the gas stove in the kitchen. A froth of bubbles forms in the pot like a pond with a school of goldfish breathing beneath the surface. As the water churns, all the doubts I've kept suppressed surge up with the billowing ripples. The police station where they took my statement was pretty small, but it was full of people. Even while giving my statement, I could hear the flurry of hasty footsteps outside the room. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stay in town for the next few days and keep in touch. If anything else comes up, we might need to confirm more details. I understand. Did anyone say anything? Apart from me? The box was sitting there for ages. Was it just me who smelled something strange? Why didn't they call the police? A somewhat odd expression flickered across the young officer's face, and his gaze darted around the room. His colleague, who had been sitting next to us, had stepped away and was rummaging around the printer. Once he was sure he and I were alone, he lowered his voice and spoke. Passed around, and no, they didn't say anything. But don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll definitely have an explanation for you all. For now, just look after yourself. Let us know right away if you spot any suspicious people hanging around. What are you whispering about? I am uncomfortable and not about me. Look, I'm trying to cut you some slack, but did you forget everything you learned at the academy? No private conversations allowed. Everything must include me, older cop. I love being included. And you, Shuan. Bleh. I'm dying, Squirtle. Shuyan, hey, what was it? Hey, a young lady like you shouldn't go around prying into things. Stay at home quietly. Wait till you hear from us. Oh yes, someone's here to pick you up. A friend of yours, apparently. I mean... You know the point of this game? My friend? It's me! Boss, what are you doing here? We won't be getting much business for a while. What with all this going on? So I closed shop early and swung by to pick you up. What's wrong? You look so worn out. Have they been giving you a hard time? I hate older cop. Fucking can't mind his own business. There was a gentle smile on her face, but as I looked at her, an involuntary shudder ran through me. Her warm hand settled in the back of mine, softly clasping my icy fingertips. What if? Resounding bang slams against my eardrums, derailed my train of thought. I reflexively whirled to see. Blood. Birds. A smear of blood and feathers and rains splattered against the window, slowly sliding down the glass. The pot has boiled dry. The smell of burning rises from it. Yeah, the drip effect's really nice. Damn, I sure wish I could read that.
reply to your post. Once you're done browsing, check the replies and click reply. Okay. Quickly, guys. We don't have to check the old ones because of the necro rules. 9 new notifications. Damn, we're popular. Look at me, star of the forum. Bridge jumpers. Yesterday. Okay, it was 4 days after, so that was 16. Hi Zar, how are we? So any. Okay, nothing new on this one then? Okay. So custom, yeah, okay. We read these ones. Oh right, I can see on the. Oh wait, no, is that the post? Yeah, that's the post state. Have to worry about new replies on old posts. Okay, thank you. That clears that up. Otherwise, I would have kept checking. Where am I? Where's my tangled webs? Brave has a point. Plus, maybe everyone ignored it of habit. Don't underestimate the force of habit. Anyway, if everyone else really didn't see it, but you did, then something nasty was latched onto you, OP. You'd better hurry up and consult a real master, or I'm afraid you're in for some bad luck. Or you can make an appointment. Hallucinating is a early sign of mental illness. Be careful, OP. Driving my fancy earbuds. How are they? How are the earbuds? And what were you seeing today? Oh, the VoD. I hope it was good. OP, you're in uni already. You should trust science. Stay away from those superstitions. I'm all talking about trusting science on After Dark. World of Science is down the hall to the left. Real, why are you on this forum? Get over here. Yay, I am with you now. And we'll have text just for this. That's 5 minutes of my life I'm not getting back. OP, stop scaring yourself. Did you really have to make a whole call-out post just for this? I feel like OP would be better, pretty good at novels, decent prose and vivid imagination. OP, it sounds like your friend knows her stuff. Why not ask her? You think this form's going to give you exorcism tips? Ooh, how do you score a sweet job like that? Me want. OP, please hook me up. Let's see. Oh, sweet. I'm finished all your replies. Why not keep going? Don't worry, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I mean, you're just like the way they clip on, but give it a couple of days testing and see. I don't remember exactly how I started working here either. I guess I saw an ad. Boss says we're closed for the summer, so I can't make an intro. Sorry. Yeah. There we go. We're seeing. You have a point. I'm just worried she'll make fun of me. But at this rate, I might as well ask. Because the instant my first post, the police have blocked the area off. No one's coming to the street at all, so lots of shops are closing early. But boss says since there's nothing to do anyway, we might as well close at the usual time. And then something came up, so I logged on here. I didn't expect so many people to think I'm making all this up. I don't need to come up with fake posts, okay? I'm not trying to farm karma here. Also, I feel like I need to talk about what just happened. My boss is great, but the shop does get kind of weird sometimes. Need to upload today's photos. Aha, now I can. Ooh, my pile of dust in the corner. Oh, I'm not allowed my pile of dust in the corner. So long, pile of dust in the corner. Your turn for any reason thing. Oh, good, okay. Especially at the damn price they were. Do they blow you?
I'll poop, but this creeps me up. The fish! My beautiful goldfish! Don't be mean. This neighbourhood's pretty old, which is probably why the lighting in the shop's so bad. There aren't a lot of lamps either. Boss says it's for the ambience, but I just think it's really dark. Can't even make out the pictures on the walls. At least the heating is decent, and the temperature's just right for summer, even without turning on the AC. And it's just a bit damp. Maybe because of the fish? The boss has a big tank of goldfish and a smaller tank of koi. And the goldfish are kept in a large porcelain tank. I'm not sure what breed they are, but they're red and quite pretty. I have no idea what boss was thinking. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. It's not that huge a tank, and there's so many fish in it, all crammed together really close. Maybe it's why these fish keep trying. As soon as one dies, all the others are fighting to eat it. The koi do get better treatment. They're kept in a large clear tank, and there are only 3 or 4 of them. They're all black with reddish orange splotches, and they're really big. But there's still lots of room in the tank. I asked boss why she rears them separately, and she said it's because the koi will eat the smaller fish otherwise. If you put them in, they'd all be gone in a few days. Now I can put in my pile of dust. Smell of burnt joss paper, smell of something burning. Ever since I started working here, I've noticed that there's always a faint smoky smell in the shop. My beautiful pile of dust! I love my pile of dust! Hashtag my pile of dust! No, it's usually hidden by the scent of coffee. I thought this smell was kind of familiar until a few days ago. I saw someone burning paper by the road. That was when I realised it's the smell of joss paper. I also spotted a small pile of dust in the corner a while back. Now I'm wondering if it was incense ash. It's almost the 15th, but boss doesn't seem like the sort of person who'd burn joss paper off for anxiety. And the shop doors were locked tight, so where did these ashes come from? Hashtag my pile of dust. Something even more terrifying. I keep seeing dead snakes around the shop, and sometimes birds too. Their stomachs are all cut open and they're either hanging up or all twisted. It's an awful way to die. Maybe this is the work of a human and there's a freak living nearby or something. But Anne was often die mysteriously in the area too. No idea why. They just dropped dead. Yesterday a bird smashed straight into the glass and died. It took me a while to clean up. Oh, sweet. Everyone likes my pile of dust. I don't think they like my pile of dust. Looks like I made it in time for a live vlog. From OP's description, it seems like someone had gathered that pile there. Dust doesn't just fall into piles on its own. Someone must have done it, but since it happened in the shop, you should probably bring it up with your boss, OP. Agreed. Who knows, maybe the boss has some personal arrangements going on. OP, you just work there. You don't need to worry too much about this stuff. Report to your boss and that's it. Babe, I can tell you're employed. No, this is a 2004 farm simulator. Alright. Okay, I don't think there's going to be anything else. Oh, hold on. Alright, I'm actually going to BRB real quick. Actually, I might take a slightly longer break because I'm a little dizzy. So hopefully, just give me a bit.
guidance. Hopefully a wee bit better, but if we end up being a shorter stream, you know why. Praying for love at Yushan and Temple works great. A++. Has anyone else gone to Yushan Temple to pray for luck and love? Highly recommend everyone looking for love go straight to Yushan Temple. Do you work there? You know the people who talk about going to the mountain temples or whatever? I pray for romance at Yushan Temple, and the master helped me divine a good fortune, and less than a week later, I met the Hoy of my dreams, and he confessed his love to me yesterday. OMG, I didn't think that it would work this well. I'm going to get thanks next week. Real? Then I have to go. Okay, this weekend, I'm praying for romance at Yushan Temple. Posting for accountability. I feel like I'm doomed to die single, but this might be my one chance to escape. I'll update in a month. Popcorning from the front row. Isms. Person who's dating, smile silently. Preview had to rub it in, huh? You better watch out. Virgin Army. Me. Yeah, it's for real. I met my BF after getting a fortune at Yushan Temple. We've been together for 1 year and it's going great, lols. Gambate! Please DM for romance divination or feng shui reading. No. Let me reply to things. With the Julong river killer really is making sacrifices to the dragon. Made this post, I'm like, wow, you're all so annoying. God bless. Wow, this truly is what it was like. You are so annoying. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Well, I don't expect literally any of you people. I think we're good. They're clearly true. Have I just slept through everything in this game? Okay, I'm not sleeping. Apparently I'm not sleeping today. What am I doing that isn't sleeping? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it gave me the notification I'd done everything. My bad. Ah, there we go. That's all the strange things I can think of for now, but I'm sure there's more. It's just not coming to mind at the minute. I'm meeting my friend tomorrow, so I'll get to sleep early. There we go. Turn off the computer, even after posting that bird's death last night. It's still in my mind, keeping me unsettled. Those black feathers drenched in fresh bloods crisscrossed jagged angles. They briefly left behind an oddly shaped mark, but it was rapidly blotted out by the streaming blood. I can't tell whether it was real or my imagination. As I sort through the photos in my camera roll, I begin to regret not taking pictures back then. All I have left are these rather outdated images. I'm not sure if they could still be considered evidence. Come to think of it, strange things like this have happened at the shop before. A work trip to the next town? I don't know. I didn't know we did that kind of business. It's just a few personal errands. Will you be alright by yourself? Don't worry, I just need to look after the shop for 2 days. It's not like we get that many customers anyway. I mean... Sorry. Huh?
Pat pat. Next time you say that, you're getting a good flick in the forehead. I said I was sorry. Boss, are you really going? Right now? Time is tight. I'll bring back a present for you. Didn't you say you want the peanut candy over there? You really don't need to spend so much on me. It's no big deal. Oh, yes, remember to feed the fish for me. Fish? I haven't fed them today, have I? As soon as I stand here, they all come crowding around. Dummies. Look at them gobbling it down. Are they that hungry? I'm sure I fed them yesterday. Now for the goldfish. Not just that. It got ripped to shreds. That's brutal. I better get it out of there quickly. Huh? What's this? Stirs ripples across the water's surface. As I scoop up the dead fish, I accidentally dislodge the pebble decorating the bottom of the tank. I carefully sweep around the white sand with the net and lift out the half-exposed object. It's a fragment of bone from some unidentified creature. Put this in here. Abstain from burial rituals, operations, so fuck! What am I to abstain from? Yeah. Alright, yay! Longchun of Longchun. Seeing all the lively chatter on the forum made me want to join in. I don't know much about other topics, so I'll talk about Longchun itself. This happened hundreds of years ago, before Longchun was even called Longchun. It was known as Longchun back then, as in Dragon City. There was a severe drought in Longchun that lasted several years, and the people were suffering. The magistrate invited a Taoist priest to perform a divination and was told that there was a dragon vein running through the region, but the flow of chi was warped, so a feng shui system had to be developed, encompassing the entire city, to restrain this wicked dragon. Some versions of the story claim that this was a true dragon, and the evil priest kept it from returning to heaven to take its place as an immortal. Regardless, the magistrate did as the priest proposed and embarked on a massive construction project in Longchun. The characters in the name were changed from Dragon City to Cage City, in order to trap this dragon. The years went by, and now all that remains of those remaining structures is the chains along the Julong River Viaduct. Of course, the leader didn't like the name Cage City, and it smacked of outdated superstition, so they swept it all under the rug by completely changing it from Longchun to what, and that's why it's Longchun. Now, game has background music until I got back to my flat. Very sorry. Sorry, I have had it very quiet. That priest was an asshole. Whether it was a good or evil dragon, you can't just lock someone up like that and expect to get away with it. Does the city government these days know about this? Do you think all those serial murders going on might be the wicked dragon's revenge? Like I said, there has to be something foul in your Long River. Why else do people keep jumping off the bridge? Forget about the case. Let's talk about Geelong River. Just get it out of the way. This is absolutely nothing to do with the case. I just want to share some lore about Geelong River. Mods, please spare me. I bet people here are curious why Geelong River is named after 9 dragons. I've asked so many people, but no one seems to know for sure. And I don't
find anything when I look up. It's unbearable. At first I was just curious, but gradually it became a burning need to know. A while back I was so sick of getting nowhere I decided to check out the legendary black market. Honestly, Baihu River is fuck. I cry. Park is just an endless stretch of stalls peddling knockoff antiques. Behu, thank you. It was the fact that I then proceeded to say river. Like, okay, just giving up. I had no idea where to find the so-called black market, but I figured all the old folks round must know more than me. My hard work hold on, I want to see if there's... No, there isn't. I was wondering if maybe there was a different text option. Oh, no, wrong one. My hard work paid off. I spent $20 whole and managed to get some info from an old man with a white beard. Legend has it that a very long time ago, before Longchun was even called, there were 9 rivers in the region. They looked like dragons from the nearby mountain. The legends also say that a certain emperor came to power here, and a dragon vein ran beneath the ground, which is how it gained the name of Longchun, Dragon City. And of course the dragon-shaped rivers in Dragon City were named Long River, 9 Dragons River. But starting a few centuries ago, the waters of Long River slowly dried up. The old man said it was because the dragon in the river was no longer willing to protect the Longchun waters. But me, I think it's probably climate change and soil erosion and all that. The point is, all that's left is the main channel of the river, aka is Long River. Boost. Let's make sure OP's money doesn't go to waste. Antiques market in Behu Park. OP, you must have gone to the wrong place. Go further down the alley, past the shop selling jade and tea. That's the black market. And update please. OP, come back. Give us another 50 cents worth. My master's is still on the black market. You can visit if you're interested. Ray, if I see you spamming all day, are things really that bad in Feng Shui business now? You have to go around posting form ads. Justice for TM for divinations. Alright, let's see. Da-da-da-da. A classic case if I have a friend, previous poster on OP still have much to learn. And here comes the legendary Dr. No. Right, we're so popular. Somebody call them mods. Can this firm get a blocking feature already? Real. Wait, OP, it hasn't been that long, has it? How do you not remember? Is your memory already going at this age? Da-da-da. Let's be real here. Maybe OP's boss just bad taste or got scammed by the interior designer. Sorry. Drop in and say that I think OP's boss just put the tank there casually. I doubt there's a real reason for it. OP, you don't have to keep taking things in supernatural directions. Sweat drops. Am I the only one who thinks this is kind of off? What kind of koi eats meat? I'm getting goosebumps reading this. Agreed. Just thinking about all the fishes squished together is giving me trypophobia. OP, your story is freaking me out. I feel like your workplace is drowning in energy. You gotta be careful, okay? Quite a murder case. First a murder case, now a supernatural incident? I'm terrified just reading. Honestly, OP, aren't you thinking of quitting your job? If it was me, I probably would have noped out of there as soon as I saw the suitcase. It's reality, not a novel, you know? You need to save your own skin.
After reading all OP's posts, you can sense supernatural forces do indeed lie behind all this. The suitcase, which only you could see, must be something destined inevitably for you. Those who weren't chosen simply passed by like it was nothing. Maybe the spirit within wants your help in uncovering the truth. And it's been waiting for you this whole time. Don't be scared, OP. Think of it another way. Maybe these departed souls don't mean you any harm. They might see you as someone they can entrust with the truth. Pray, if you've been reading way too many ghost stories, why don't you go take a nap instead of spewing your fantasies here? That suitcase was probably placed there on purpose by someone who knew exactly when OP was going to work. In my opinion, OP isn't being targeted by departed souls, but by some vicious human stalker. Be careful when you go out, OP. Get someone who you trust to accompany you. Safety first. We'll see once things have settled down a bit. I've done a divination, I see. Preve is also haunted by something nasty. Yeah, 2004, you just suffered. It's kind of scary, but I promise to stay until the end of my summer break. I wouldn't feel right to go back on my word, and boss is always so kind to me. My friend who lost fortune told me the same thing. Thanks for reminding her. I'll keep a lookout. I'm sure there has to be some reason. A customer came in one day and was showering the boss with compliments and mentioned, "Oh, this vintage tank is set up so beautifully," etc., etc. Why? I mean, you said instead of commissioning everybody's good buddy DM for divinations, right? So mean. Poor DM for divinations. Yeah, that's a Yuri aura, don't worry about it. Why can't I? Oh. Don't say that. Boss has wonderful taste. Even her outfits are exquisite. What do you mean she has bad taste? Don't say that about my boss. I love my boss. Hashtag my boss. I don't expect people to still be skeptical. I mean, I'm posting on After Dark. If you don't believe me, why not just treat it as a story? After I got off work today, the police called me again to help with the investigation, so I got home really late. I don't have much energy to post. I replied to the previous posts bit by bit. Maybe being so tired is giving me hallucinations. I keep feeling like there's a strange swampy smell around me, like the sort of damp, fishy smell you get when you're walking along the river. I'm not sure what to do about it. Maybe I should ask my partner. Reply post. Oh. Hashtag my pal does, hashtag my boss. Wow, so OP is a partner. So super curious what OP's partner is like. I want to know too. OP, you never said you have a partner before. She's very gentle and understanding. I'm really worried all this will scare her. Hold on, I need a BRB. Give me a second. back to my dead bird. Hashtag my dead bird. Sorry about that. And this happened the night before I made this post. It was already so late that I didn't dare to look in too closely. Took a photo the next morning. This kind of thing happens in the shop sometimes, but this is the first time it's happened at home or anywhere outside the shop. And these birds and snakes and so on all seem to be drawn to something, like rats running into a bait trap. And just charge right ahead. I've been reading science articles online, and apparently since glass refracts light, birds can't really see it and tend to fly into it. Maybe that's why? When I went out in daytime to clean the window, the dead bird was gone. And I guess some stray cat got it. Bessie, I hate to tell you, they don't usually like splat in an explosion of blood. They go and... I mentioned before that I have a friend who loves fortune telling. We've known each other since elementary school, and we've always been in the same school and same class all the way till university. I decided to study forensics, and she went into teacher training. Let's call her X. X is kind of into the occult, and she's dabbled in pretty much every superstition, on top of her fortune telling. I told her what's been going on lately, and she gave me an amulet and said she wanted to read my fortune. Yeah, fuck it. The empty basket, the bloodless sacrifice, the dragon entrapped, the fruitless conquest. And this was the divination X cast for me. I'm not really the literary type, so I can't make sense of it. X explained that the hexagram means that trying to force things through will only deepen conflicts, and focusing on immediate gains will lead to disaster. So I should keep a level head. Her divination hints have always been really accurate, so I decided to listen to her. I'll be more careful, maybe I should just stick with the status quo. But what does the second half of it mean? Does she want me to forfeit this month's salary and leave right away? Maybe this is why X wants me to stay away from the shop and my boss. Like I said before, boss put up some pictures in the shop, and this was the most eye-catching one. It's a black coil with reddish orange markings. This is an ordinary picture. X told me this picture gives her a bad feeling, but no matter how I look at it, it's just painting. And the most I can say is that the inscription on the side is kind of hard to read. Maybe it's a seal script or something? X was in a car accident in junior high, so she has some trouble walking. When I visited her in the hostel, she sent her family away and told me the car accident was her fated calamity. Looking back on it, that was when she started to change. Back home, I once heard an elder say that when birds fly into the glass, it isn't just by accident. They must be able to sense something we don't, which is why they are rushing so frantically. There seems to be some hidden mystery in the pattern of their bloodstains. OP, in this situation, you should probably get a trustworthy Feng Shui master to perform an exorcism. It does give me a weird feeling too. Yeah, we know one. We know a trustworthy Feng Shui master. Major accidents like that do change a person's behaviour and personality. Albeit the changes you sense in your friend might result for psychological trauma in the gradual recovery process. I think if your friend gets a chance, you should seek professional help from a psychiatrist. That's nonsense. She's not mentally ill, and even if she is, I can't just pack her off to the asylum. Her family once said they were getting a medium to look at her, and she seemed a bit better after that. Okay, so that looks like everything's done. Yeah.
As I get back from the police station, while I post my habitual plea for help all the way until I turn off my computer and sink into bed. Throughout all this, my brain's still in turmoil. Maybe it's because it's about to rain, and the damp air and rank odor I seep into my room, covering just on the edge of my senses, making it hard to sleep. Or maybe it's because my headache from the past few restless nights is even more intense today. I toss and turn in bed and find myself wider awake than ever. After a certain point, even without closing my eyes, I can picture what happened today. The police station was even busier than yesterday, the uniform-clad public servants hurrying back and forth. Even with boss by my side, I felt a prickling in unease, as if the metal chair I sat on was oozing frigid water. When's it my turn? Are you nervous? Of course I am. It's weird. I didn't feel like this before. The atmosphere here must be rubbing off on you. After you give your statement, how about we go grab a bite to eat? She is a perk of the job. Oh, how generous of you, boss. And then Before I could finish speaking, the door to the interrogation room swung open, and a police officer leaned out. Xiu Yan? Hey, this way. We called you in today because we have something else to ask you. The lamplight shone down on my face. Its harsh glare put me on edge, as did the expressions of the two unfamiliar police officers. What is it? Xiu Yuan. Hey, you're studying forensics in the city, yes? It's rare to see a girl in that field. And you live on your own too. You've got some nerve. How fucking dare you? Your instructors say your grades are excellent. What's fucking wrong with you? Why did you choose this field in the first place? Because I was interested in the subject? Does this have anything to do with the case? Not really. I was just curious. Alright, let's get back to the point. Please think back carefully to the day of August 8th. What were you doing? During the day I was at my job at Rainbourne Cafe. I got off work at 5 PM and went to the market to buy persimmons and eggs. And then I went home and stayed in all night. You remember it very clearly, I see. Because there was a customer that day. Who was it? A woman with wavy hair and a pearl necklace. I think she was in her 30s. A southerner, but I couldn't place her accent. She came in looking for the boss. We get very few customers most of the time, which is why I remembered it pretty well. She wanted to talk to the boss, so I got to knock off early. And I was around 5. Can anyone corroborate that, your statement? My fucking boss? Auntie Shanna at the market, I guess. And the waiter at the shop next door, but why are you asking about this? Police officer seemed about to speak, but was cut off by the other officer's raised hand. That's all we have for you for now. You may go, but we'll be checking in with you frequently to verify certain information. You're not permitted to leave Longchun City. Is that clear? I understand. Everything just feels off. But those aren't because they've self-reported it for attention. God. It just feels off. I gazed into the mirror at my own face, dripping with water, as I fumbled in my bag for a tissue. We couldn't just do a TikTok dance. But my attention was seized by a sensation of something hard against my fingertips. I hadn't brought anything with me other than tissues and lip balm. I knew that for a fact. Right now, I was alone in the police washroom. It was completely silent. As if spellbound, I reached out my trembling hands and pulled my unzipped bag open. The pitch black interior. I glimpsed the corner of something glinting with icy industrial sheen. Something which should never, even ever, be in my hands.
Who's that? Are you in? Okay. Are you in here? Okay, no housewarming, no visiting site, no pruning trees. Got it! Finally, something we can get down. Alright, unfortunately, I am going to have to stop there because I'm not well, unfortunately. I'm really sorry. I'll schedule this in to continue next week when I'm back from con. Let's see who is live for the raiding. Ta-da. Well... Okay, we'll head on over to Dolly. Because that's a game. Not playing games we don't want spoiled. Yeah, hopefully all better for con in the morning. Or for travelling to con in the morning. Right, thank you very much everyone. I can't even do my outro, Jesus. Alright, bye bye!